This is a game I really like to play, and the remake version of Resident Evil 3 is finally out. Here we have to tell a story first, and we have to return to the Resident Evil 1 incident. The Umbrella Biological Weapon Research Group realized the need for improvement. Therefore, the European branch directly under the agency established an independent new model development plan. The Sixth Research Institute began a brand new study that completely overthrew the existing concepts. This is the Nemesis T Type Project. This plan is not to improve the tyrants, but to put the newly developed parasitic life on the tyrants, to improve the intelligence of the plan. Call the name of the plan Nemesis. Hi everyone, I'm Genius. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe my channel Genius Mystery. Click the small bell so you can receive our video notification in the first time. Today I'm going to talk about 5 types of Nemesis transformations. The initial form of the Nemesis. Based on the initial form of a new biological weapon developed by the tyrant. It's very ugly because of the cell activation component secreted by the parasitic Nemesis T type. The original form of the Nemesis is a new biological weapon transformed from the tyrants. The secretion of the Nemesis cell gives it a special appearance. In the first form, the Nemesis is a biological weapon that is almost perfect. It has a high degree of intelligence and unusual strong capabilities. Even in a state of severe physical damage, it can still rely on its extraordinary view, make a fatal attack on the target. Its own observation and judgment far exceeds the ordinary biological weapon in the past. Wearing black special military clothing, the equipment has the ability of bulletproof, high temperature resistance, and suppression of runaway. In the action, the Nemesis will strictly follow command under normal conditions. They will never be out of control and unexpected conditions. Type of Nemesis. Nemesis is a new type of biological weapon completed by transplanting the Nemesis T type to the tyrant. It has a high degree of wisdom to accurately complete the command. In addition, due to the improvement of thinking ability, the Nemesis' own judgment ability is also very good. It can easily use complex weapons. When put into combat, they wear a long wing breaker that is bulletproof, explosion-proof, and will follow the order. This form is actually not different from the initial form of the Nemesis, mainly because it can arm itself. This is also known as the tyrant work that can be called the perfect, and it can also be said that the type of tyrant that Umbrella rarely need. However, the production cost and level requirements are too high, which eventually leads to mass production and a small number of rally. In addition, armed Nemesis can control weapons for combat. Unlike ordinary biological weapons, implanted with parasite can use various weapons flexibly, including assault rifles, grenade launchers, and rocket launchers. This makes the performance of Nemesis even more terrifying and terrifying. In the remake version, there are even heavy weapons that can operate flame gun. This is the first boss battle with the Nemesis. The fighting on the roof is mainly to avoid the flame. If the flamethrower of the tracker person is directly sprayed, it will hang directly in a few clicks. The way to deal with the Nemesis is to hit it with a blasting bomb from a distance, and then attack his fuel tank. After bombing the fuel tank, he enters the second level. He will use flamethrower as a melee weapon to carry out attacks such as stab and sweep. Since the Nemesis attack is not speculative determined, it's easy to dodge it perfectly. At this time, you can use the transformer of the venue, hold him down, stomp his head and external heart, and he will fall in a few clicks. Nemesis Beast form. Basically, this form of the remake version of the Nemesis is not particularly related to the previous version Resident Evil 3. The second form of the previous version is more tentacles. There are obvious changes in the remake version. The upper body of the Nemesis can't escape the shackles of the outer cover to accelerate the alienation state in the process of explosion and burning, recovering the damaged body. Its body shape becomes extremely developed. The attack resistance is higher than the first form. This type of body shape, speed and strength will be further improved. From this, it can be fully seen that his arm become unusually huge and his elbows have very sharp parts, and the parts of his feet have evolved into beast-like hind limbs, so the speed has also been greatly improved. Nemesis Beast Tentacle form. Find the Nemesis again in the underground laboratory. The Nemesis in this form is basically the same as the Beast form we mentioned before, but after the last battle was over, when Jill ran into the tunnel, she was crushed by the sudden Nemesis. Under heavy crisis, Jill brought the iron chain on the tunnel, and the iron gate fell from the top and was cut off an arm of the Nemesis, so that it evolved. An arm there can stretch out, so in fact, it has evolved again. Its moves are not much different from the first battle with the second form, and the attack move of the front cross are not difficult to avoid. Carlos will appear after causing a certain amount of damage, and this time the Nemesis will start to run around again. A few zombies will be brushed out in the menu. If you are worried about being harassed, please kill as soon as possible. After a few laps, the Nemesis will hide behind a certain number of holes. Carlos will report the number of shoot the red light corresponding to the pole, which can power down the Nemesis and reveal his heart. Sometimes the Nemesis will stand on the electricity column. Although it will not be electrified after shooting the red light, Carlos will hit it with a clank, probably let the Nemesis run 3 or 4 laps to finish the battle. The final form of the Nemesis. As survival instincts transcend commands, the final form of the body undergoes radical change. This form of Nemesis uses huge digestive organs to carry out predation activity and spread venom affected by harmful waste liquid to the surroundings. Intelligence is obviously low, but until the body is completely destroyed, it still insists on completing the task of eliminating stars. After the body of the Nemesis was greatly damaged, it was also hurt by a strong corrosive liquid. The body skill have almost completely disappeared, and even the self-control head has been broken. It has become a huge digestive organ. The purpose is to hunt for food. It spits venom around. The huge-bone tentacle protruding from the chest is its main distinguishing feature. At this time, the Nemesis has lost control, so the Nemesis is no longer human form. It has transformed into a huge monster. This is a good proof. The mutual exclusion of the cell, coupled with the consequence of uncontrolled cell healing, completely separated from the appearance of the humanoid appearance. A poor monster. The head became a huge digester with purity to predation, and the back also knowing blister grow. The toxin with strong corrosiveness are constantly spreaded, but even if you reach such a situation, the destruction of the hostile force will still not disappear like instinct. The characteristics of the Nemesis are their cruelty, the ability to destroy all power, unlimited physical strength, and their superior intelligence. Compared to previous model of tyrants, Nemesis have their own unique weapon in order to achieve their goal without compromise. The Nemesis also prove that they have their own independent thinking ability. The Nemesis in Resident Evil 3 can use his own weapon to destroy the helicopter and can clearly identify its target. The Nemesis is sent to destroy all staff members. This is the reason why Resident Evil 3 Jill was chased by Nemesis everywhere in Raccoon City. The above is what I analyzed the 5 types of Nemesis. In fact, the Nemesis have only evolved 3 times. Please leave a message to share your view. If you think my video is not bad, please give me a like and subscribe to Genius Mystery. Click the small bell so you can receive our video notification in the first time. I'm Genius. See you next time. Bye.